What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Real Deal Sports. You guys are here. Myself, John, Walt. Gentlemen, it's been an exciting couple days in sports, man. You know, especially in the football and the basketball world. Even boxing. Yes, if you are a boxing fan, we are talking about boxing today. But it's been a great couple days in sports.
Hey, can I give you my overreaction of the day real quick? Because I feel like I'm not the one overreacting to this. I feel like the broadcast guys are every single time.
Wait.
Duncan Robinson.
Wait, you can't ask us and then just go. We gotta give you.
Okay, all right.
Walt, can he give you his?
All right. No, anyway. Every single time Duncan Robinson hits a bucket, the announcer's like, "He's got his confidence back. Oh man, he's got it back." And I'm just sitting there like, he never lost it. The only people who didn't have confidence in his shot was the Miami Heat. The dude was playing 2 minutes a game. How are you supposed to get your This man never lost confidence in himself. If he's on the court, he can score buckets. The problem is he hasn't been on the court. And yet every single time, I'm like, what are you talking about? And he said it like so many times. Look at that. He just got his confidence back. Oh, he hit a three. Oh, man, the guy's got his confidence back. It's like, oh, really? He got it back during a playoff game that he didn't have all year during the regular season? Get out of here, man. No. They did this with Dwayne Wade all the time. Every time he hit a bucket, rewind the tape. Oh, he got his young legs back. Whatever. I'm like, bro, Dwayne Wade was never a bum. What are you talking about? Like, it's not like he was staying out of the gym. He was hurt. He was this or that, but he was never like Dwayne Wade was dunking even at the end there. I'm like, they're doing it now with Duncan. I'm like, I feel like I'm not the old one overreacting. I'm overreacting to their overreaction.
No, you definitely overreacted. But go ahead, Walt.
I was just about to say, you just got to turn that nice, beautiful Jimmy Buckets game into, the Duncan Robinson show. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess in a way. But it's how John get, man. He be looking deep into stuff like that though, for real. Yeah. But shout out to them Heat though, for real. Especially Jimmy Buckets, man. We was watching that game, me and my lady, man. She was even impressed by Jimmy Buckets last night. So
I'm just saying, like, it ain't like he was Ben Simmons. He ain't never been afraid to shoot. If he on the court, he's shooting. So he ain't lost his confidence. That's all I'm saying.
I get you. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that maybe you need to talk to Eros Spoelstra. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey, give my boy Duncan some more minutes. You know what I'm saying?
So the broadcaster needs to be like, oh, wow, why haven't the Heat been playing him all year? That's what they should be doing.
He was hurt in the beginning of the season though, right? So
he was hurt for a little bit, but then he came back healthy and they were playing him 2 minutes a game, and it was just like, I just thought it was funny that they were acting like he's the one who lost his confidence. I'm like, dude wasn't on the court. Like,
you know what I noticed about John? And he's that brother. Like, if we were to go out and somebody say something, oh, what you mean by that? Like, bro.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When we was hooping that one time, I was like, man, we can't fuck with John, boy. That boy, he be getting crucial when it comes to them.
Man. That's right. I live by that Kevin Love standard.
All right, Matthew Dellavedova.
Man, I'm dead. Funny as hell, man.
But
other than that, you know what I'm saying? How was y'all weekend? Because I didn't even get to ask y'all how was y'all weekend.
No,
I'd like to usually ask y'all how y'all weekend.
Good and busy.
That's good. That's good.
Busy.
Got to the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure got to the money.
For sure. What about you, John?
I'm good. I just realized I might be wearing two Chicago artists at the same time, but at least they're both Chicago, so it's all right.
I didn't even notice that either.
You and Tank Davis really be putting on for the city. Hey, we appreciate it, bud.
My boy.
While we on the topic of Tank Davis, is he the new face of boxing for us and the people that are watching? I'm pretty sure most of us saw the fight on Saturday between him and King Ryan Garcia. It's funny though, because Floyd and Oscar De La Hoya been having this beef for a long time, and now both Tank is coming under Floyd, and same thing for Ryan Garcia. And once again, Oscar lost. Don't believe that, you know. So I don't know. I think Ryan just gotta let that battle let it lay. Let it lay. You're not beating them. It's hard. Everybody you've tried to put in front of Floyd or his fighters have lost. They've all lost. So I don't know, man. But I definitely will say it was a great fight. Tank showed why he's the guy. Ryan, I think Ryan was looking for that knockout punch, and he got caught twice trying to knock him, you know. Especially when he caught him flush in the face. It was like, I ain't gonna lie. When he went down, I'm like, oh you let him get you this early? Bruh, it's only the second round.
But to that point though, when he did that punch to the face, he tried that move 3 times in a row. And the third time, Tank caught him that third time because he tried to hit him with the same move 3 times in a row. So,
and it probably was like, bro, you really gonna do that again? All right, bet. Don't even trip.
Bro, why was you giving this man away? And then for you to say, oh, somebody in my fault, I'll just cut you all off.
No, go ahead.
But no, it's just like that how you feel. Because I ain't gonna lie, I put my money on Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought he had the reach. You know what I'm saying? He had the speed. You feel me? And I thought he had. He had right. You know what I'm saying? I thought he had that. So I thought he was gonna try to keep him at distance, but he didn't keep him at distance. He kept letting him get to the inside, get to the body and stuff. And then we eventually saw what happened when he caught that left hook to the body. He finally dropped. So I mean, if you look at the scorecard, to the liver. Yeah, to the liver. I mean, anybody get hit right there, I'm pretty sure you're gonna drop, regardless who the hell hit you for real.
We all gonna do the same thing. Take that Kaepernick.
I'm folding. I'm definitely folding, especially with Tank's power too. Hell no, bro. Hell no. But I mean, honestly, if you look at the scorecard though, Davis was winning all rounds, but I think the first round anyway. So regardless, with or without the knockout, he would have won probably by decision anyway. So
yeah. Go ahead, John.
He was losing that second round when he caught him with a hit to the, stuck him to the face. Like he was losing that one too. And Garcia had him, he was giving him that work, and he thought, well, I'm just going to go in right now, try to end it right now. And he probably didn't want to go 12 or 7 or 8 with the Tank. Yeah. And boom, caught him with that first one. And then same thing. Yeah, you saw him very hesitant for about 4 or 5 rounds, and then he started losing all them rounds, and then you could see like, okay, you know what, I gotta be the aggressor here. And as soon as he's the aggressor again, boom, caught him again. And what's crazy about it is it didn't even look like he caught him. Like in the regular, it was like, it's like you're sitting there like, oh, I guess if he did catch him, maybe it was a glancing blow. You watch it. No, I'm saying regular speed though. It looked like he might have caught him with a glancing blow, if at all. And then you see it in slow motion, and he hit the man so hard in the side, it looked like he displaced half his body out the back. You know what I mean? Like you just see him go, like that slow motion, and it was like, damn, this boy just displaced part of his body. Like they're gonna have to go pick it up and put it back. I mean, that's a crazy shot to knock somebody out with that shot. Is just wild. I mean, the power to be able to. Because you keep in mind, like I said, he was giving him work when he made these shots. So in other words, he is taking shots and still delivering that blow. That is crazy. But yeah, I mean, I guess to answer the question, the face of boxing isn't just the best boxer; it is the most famous best boxer. And so I'm not saying we're not saying he's the number one. I'm not saying he's the number one boxer. Maybe you guys are. I still think it's Canelo, but this man is the face of boxing. Like this man can sell an arena. And his pay-per-views are just going to get bigger. We love these because these cross-promotion fights are great. But the thing is, one of the promotion companies, they don't like to fight their fighters against each other because now their best fighter can't sell the same. You know what I mean? He ain't going to sell the same tickets that this guy. And so now this promotion over here, whether you got DAZN or ESPN or whoever it was, Showtime, whatever, like now their best fighter ain't undefeated no more, and the other guy's this. So now it's kind of tough to get these cross promotions done. But when they do, man, I mean, people say boxing is dead. It's not. They just don't give us these fights. That's all it is to it. Like,
I think
if the
it's a
NBA
lot of politics that goes into
finals just played every year, and the West just played every year, but they never played. Like the NBA and the ABA, when they played each other, when they played themselves, but never played each other. It was like, come on, man, play each other. We really want to know who the best is. We know who the best of the Western Conference is. We know who the best of the East Conference is. But you got to play each other for that championship, or else it's not doesn't have the same impact.
No, you got a point. But I think too, as far as the cross promoting, I think you have to, in a way. Like, especially somebody like Floyd, under his promote, the fight is he's gonna bring people out. No matter if he's fighting or it's Tank, or before Tank he had Adrian Broner for a while, and Adrian Broner had some setbacks. But he is like he used to call himself.
Ring now at the end of his down.
No, but like Floyd calls himself, he's the cash cow. You want to sell a fight, you want to make more money than you ever made before, call Floyd. You see, he even took it to another step. He did it with Conor McGregor. Ain't nobody think Conor had a chance. I mean, yeah, you got a puncher's chance, but you ain't got a real shot against a professional boxer. But Conor had his biggest payday, and he had a couple more UFC fights, and that was it.
That man talked himself into some situations like he was LeVar Ball or Donald Trump, man. He just like, I'm just gonna talk myself right into a situation I don't belong in. I just couldn't believe like McGregor got that fight. That was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Kudos for him, man. But I what the heck?
Yeah, I don't think I answered the question to see if Tank Davis is the new face. I mean, not really sure if he is, but I mean, I'm not really say I'm a huge boxing fan, but just from seeing the majority of his fights, I mean, he do seem like he is top dog. I think he still is undefeated, or he might have one. Undefeated. So I mean, he's clearly doing something good, I should say. So I mean, I guess maybe he's the new face. But hey, he said Canelo. He said Canelo is like that though. I can't even flex though.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, Canelo, he just lost to a guy about 2-3 weight classes above him. That's what's great about Canelo, man. Is this guy is 32 and he's got 62 fights under his belt. Like you talk about. Talking about the other guys, like what's his name? Tank.
He got hot when he was like 24, though. Same age Ryan Garcia is, I think.
No, but I'm saying Ryan Garcia is 24. He's got 23 fights. Tank is 28. He's got 29 fights. Tyson Fury is like 34 or something. He's got like 36 fights. This man, Canelo, is the only one who's like an old school boxer. He's 32. He's got 62 fights. Like, that ain't something we see anymore. So, like, he is that man. I don't care what people say. Even with the 2 losses, like, he is that guy because, like, he will go fight anybody. And he will put all his belts on the line. And I'm excited to see him fight Bivol again. So, I still got him as the best. But Canelo, he's got charisma, but he ain't got the charisma of Tank Davis. He just doesn't. And so, Tank is that guy, man. He just
yeah. I mean, just like Floyd, he got the flair, he got the flash, he got the smile. It's
Floyd got that beard now. You see Floyd with that big old beard?
He ain't got nothing else to do. Shit,
but I mean, you don't see Floyd, Mark Wahlberg. I don't know, name them all, but whatever. You don't see all the big names coming out for the UFC fights. No offense, but like you don't, you know what I mean? And so like boxing still has its draw.
Who's fighting?
Huh?
But
I said it depends.
Like these fights are cute. But at the same time, like I do think Ryan Garcia fought him too young. Same with Canelo. I think he fought Floyd too young. Now
I think they were the same age.
Maybe Floyd still beats Canelo, but I mean, Canelo should not have been fighting Floyd at that age.
I think Canelo was 24 too when he fought Floyd.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Both
Floyd still couldn't knock him out though. Yeah. Well, then Floyd didn't knock out a lot of people at the end though. So
no, he was smart about it. He was like, "Look, I'm a hit and I get hit."
He was the greatest. He was the greatest slap boxer of all time, is what it was. He wasn't hurting nobody.
Wait.
He wasn't hurting nobody.
I hate when people say that.
Touching him up. He was touching him up, but he wasn't.
But when people say that, I've never heard anybody like if Walt talking about fighting, he ain't about to be like, yeah, we gonna go and throw punches. No, he's gonna try to land the cleanest hit without getting hit. And that's what Floyd does.
No, Gervonta's 29-0 with 26 knockouts. Like that's what I want to see. That
works for him.
I mean, everybody got a different boxing style, though. Everybody can't just knock somebody out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but I'm just saying, if you ain't knocking nobody out for like 10
early in his career, he was knocking people out. Yeah. I mean, I guess he lost his power. He was more about defense than the power part.
When he fought all the best boxers, he just touched them up. He didn't knock none of them out.
He got. Oh God, here we go. Look, we ain't even.
All right.
We can say that topic for another day.
Yeah, because we'll be here all night. Next topic. Going from a great fighter to, from what a lot of people would say, one of the greatest quarterbacks of this era due to his athletic ability or God-given talent. And
4 MVPs. Can't argue with that.
Huh?
Can't argue with 4 MVPs.
Like, 1 Super Bowl, but story for another day.
That was back when shit.
Aaron Rodgers is now the newest and latest quarterback of John's New York Jets.
Not John's New York
Jets. I was making stuff up.
Not John's New York Jets.
John, what you think, man? How do you think this will play out? Did the Jets give up too much to get Aaron? What's your take on it?
I like it. I actually think that division is more wide open than people realize. I think the Dolphins are shaky. I think they're inconsistent. I think the Bills are beatable on they have no running game until they go get again they show life here and there with a running game, but it's not consistent. I think if that oh man, I'm spacing on his name, but the rookie running back last year, the Jets were
Bryce Hall.
Yeah, Bryce Hall. They were the number before he went down. They were about to take the division. The Jets were about to take that division before Bryce Hall went down. So I don't think this team they're young, but they ain't bums, man. They got nice pieces. Carolina's got some nice young pieces too. The Jets I like them, and with their receiving core, I don't think they're bums. I mean, they got some nice players there. So I like it. I'm not predicting he's going to take the division, but that division is not solid. I know the Bills and the Dolphins, they look good on paper, and the Patriots ain't bums either. You still got to go in there and fight them games out every time. But I still think that division's takeable, and they almost had it with 4 different quarterbacks last year. So giving them Aaron Rodgers, I definitely think they could take that division.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Walt. Yeah, I was about to say I definitely have to agree. Especially it felt like the Jets are definitely in a win now type of situation. Especially like I said, bringing on Aaron Rodgers because they gave up a lot of pieces for him. So I mean, but like John was pretty much saying, man, just they got the running game, they got the receiving core, and they even got the defense. The defense is young, but they play like veterans. You feel me? So I mean, like I said, he brought one of his guys over from the Packers, Alan Lazard, so they already somewhat have that chemistry. So, I mean, pretty much he just has to build that chemistry up with, Corey Davis and Greg Wilson. So, I think I said his name right. So, yeah, he just got to build his chemistry up with those two guys. And hopefully he shows up to, everything, the OTAs and, everything else that he needs to show up to help get to that point so they can start building that camaraderie so they can be a Super Bowl team. Because, like you said, well, like I'm saying, it's pretty much in a Super Bowl right now. They have to win. It's win now because, I mean, making that big move with Aaron Rodgers, I mean, it's pretty much it's win now or a bust for real because, I mean, they have all the pieces. They have everything that they possibly need. So I'm not saying I'm a Jets fan, but, I mean, I'm pretty sure New York fans are definitely happy right now. I don't blame them. And, hey, hopefully Aaron Rodgers can get it done in the playoffs. He might get it done in the regular season, but hopefully he can get it done for you. If he can't get it done, defense going to have to get it done.
No. If he don't get it done, they taking his ass home.
And then one more point. And I'm pretty sure the Bears fans are glad that they didn't got to deal with. I don't you no more.
I mean, that's all he owned. He didn't own nothing else but that.
I mean, to own a franchise is pretty important.
He didn't own it. He
definitely did.
He definitely did.
Definitely did.
Just like Lamar owns Cleveland.
No,
But
he no, it does not. I'm about to say if anybody do it, no, I can't even say Burrow
I'll say Big Ben probably.
Yeah, I was probably say it's been Ben, but shit, his ass retired. So
yeah, but I mean, hey, like you say, I'm happy he's gone. But I do hope in New York, it's not one of those, one of them situations. It's going good for a month or two, and then he go back to Aaron Rodgers, the arrogant guy. And because my thing is, I think what a lot of these quarterbacks should do, and Tom Brady was good for this, taking these quarterbacks, going somewhere far, and just building a rapport. Remember, was that last year when he came into camp? He had been gone all training camp. He come in a month before the season, and then you throwing your receivers under the bus. I don't think they can perform. It's like, bro, you ain't been here. How we gonna perform and we don't even know you? Make that make sense. Like, what the hell?
They lost some key draft picks, 2 first rounders, a second rounder, a couple late ones, but I like that they kept all the players. I think that was the key to what the trade. And so, the Jets they've been wasting picks for years. Well, I say that they've made some pretty good ones as of late, but I mean, it's not like at some point you got to trade stuff away to go get a player. At some point, you can't just keep trying to get it through the draft. So it wasn't working. But I do like that Aaron Rodgers would this man. The Packers would be 3-7. This man would have his ribs broken in half, and he would come out at halftime and be like, "Nah, man, I got to beat the Bears. Hang on, just got to beat the Bears." And he would come out and beat the Bears, and then come back from down 20, beat the Bears, and then sit out the next 3 games because he couldn't play no more, or lose the next 2, whatever. But I like that he took them Bears games personal. He made sure that y'all knew who.
That's the only thing he took. Never mind.
I mean, yeah. Other than that 09,
he sure didn't take playoff games personal, but
yeah. Other than that 09, playoff run, it's been a tough go for Aaron Rodgers. Even though he has had 4 MVPs, but it's just you just don't get Peyton Manning shit. You're doing good in the regular season, but it's just I can't even say Peyton Manning because Peyton Manning at least got at least 2. So
whoa! That's that second one you got. Hold on.
Okay. You can say the defense won that game, but I mean,
hold on.
I've never been like an Aaron Rodgers guy.
It still counts. I'm just saying, it still counts.
I've never been an Aaron Rodgers guy, but I used to make a few exceptions for him here and there because. His defense used to give up crazy, 40. They gave up 52 to the Cardinals in the playoffs. They gave up 40 a couple of times in the playoffs. At some point, your quarterback can only do so much. But the last 2 for San Francisco, when the score's 14-8 or whatever it was, you can't. You got to go win those games, man. You just have to.
I think they lost 10-3.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You got to go win those games. So I'm not making no excuses for him. But
then the Tom Brady game.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you completely. So you got to go win those games. And didn't Tom Brady throw 2 or 3 interceptions in that game and they still beat him?
So.
Yeah. You got to go win those games, man. Your defense made a couple plays. I know it's Tom Brady, but you just got to go win those. But
then you lose to Detroit at home for a chance to go to the play.
Yeah.
All you got to do is win and you in. And you can't even do that.
Yeah. A play-in game.
So yeah, this is pretty much a redemption. It's a redemption season for Aaron Rodgers. He's got to put up or shut up, man. You did all that bitching and complaining. Excuse my language. To get out of the Packers, organization. You feel me? So
and I think that's the telltale. You can't. I think now you thought pressure was on you before. That pressure cooker just went up.
But that New York City gonna eat him alive if he do bad. They gonna eat him alive.
They already been eating him alive. He better hope COVID don't come back because he ain't gonna. You ain't gonna survive.
Stand.
He's immunized. He's immunized.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta take another retreat.
Detroit Lions immunized him from the playoffs.
Man.
Hey man,
Exactly.
you cannot. That's that. I did think he was gonna come back only because there's no way he's gonna end just getting. Nope, he did. That's the way he went out.
Yeah.
But maybe he's just
But-
following in Brett Favre's footsteps, you know.
Oh,
And then allegedly, in a few years, he'll be suing Pat McAfee.
okay. In NBA news. All right, fellas, what have y'all taken away? What has been your favorite series so far in the playoff? I'm gonna go with mine. I say mine is it gotta be that Golden State Kings game, man. But, you know, I want to say only 2 games have been blowouts, but game was it game 1 or game 2 in Sacramento came down to a last second shot. The Kings win. And then game 4 came down to a last second shot in which Golden State won. Now the series is tied 2-2. These next 3 games, hey, if it's anything like the series, we in for a treat.
Yeah, I think we all agree that this series is going to go at least like 6 or 7. You know,
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, the Kings, you know, they number 3 for a reason. You know what I'm saying? This year, you know, they got Mike Brown. He's been doing a hell of a job over there, coaching those young guys, and you know, getting that core together and everybody gelling together, I should say. So I mean, you know, kudos out to the Kings. They're surprising me. I'm not gonna say they're surprising me, but it's just the fact I wasn't expecting them to. I wasn't really expecting them to go up. Was that 2-1? I think they went up 2-1, and that's the series tied.
They went
2-0.
up 2-0.
Yeah, they went up 2-0. So I was actually expecting the Golden State to actually take one at home, just be based off their experience. But
Yeah.
I mean, they are really, you know, playing hard, and they're giving Golden State the run for their money. So I like it. But I mean, that's not the series I like. And just hear me out. I like the Lakers series only because of the fact it's just taking me back to, you know, like the Lance Stevenson days, and you know all the the little little gnats that's be in your ears that be talking and shit, and you know, why are you even talking? You know what I'm saying? It's just it's just Dylan Brooks, man. It's oh my God.
Hey, John, you see how I did that? You just gotta put Cleveland from
I'm
somebody.
saying, though, it's just taking me back, and it's just like, damn, bro. So I love seeing LeBron play like this, though. You feel me? Because it's like everybody else. You said what?
I don't disagree with you. It really has. I mean, you were talking about 40.
Even though like Dylan Brooks is like, I won't say is a nobody, but I just like the fact how he's enduring the villain role, even though he's really not, you know, valid or, you know, doesn't have any, you know, say so in this series, I should say. You feel me? But I just like the fact that, you know what I'm saying, like he's pissing LeBron off. And it's like, bro, why do you keep pissing LeBron off knowing that let's go James? Like, come on.
I like that. I love that Draymond does that every night. Like he is cashing checks that Steph Curry has to pay. You know what I mean? If Steph Curry stops hitting them threes, Draymond gonna look like an idiot and gonna be on, you know, some irrelevant team in about 2 years. But as long as Steph keeps hitting them threes, I love that people always say, "Oh, Draymond's the heart and soul of that team." All right, sure, whatever. I don't believe it. I think Steph is that guy who allows people to be, "Oh, KD, you want to come in and be the top scorer on the team? Sure. Come playoffs, you know, I'm going to do my thing. But, you know, you come on in and you can be the whatever." I think Steph is the heart and soul of that team. There's a reason they rallied in Game 3 without Draymond. I don't think he's the heart and soul of that team. But he adds, you know, he gets the guys pumped up and all that. And sure, but I think Steph don't need motivation. I think Steph motivates himself. I think he knows what he's capable of already.
You need them picks, though.
But I think that is one of the best series. I mean, you're talking about a team that was down 29, and then Ja goes off, scores 45, cuts that game all the way to 9. Next game goes to overtime. You know, they've all been good games. The Kings Warriors definitely, obviously, because it's 2-2, it's one of the best games. You know, but the Warriors are notoriously bad on the road, notoriously great at home. Not surprised by the series. I still have them in Warriors in 7, even though they got to win 1 on the road. But especially I feel good about it now because De'Aaron Fox just fractured his finger. So like
he did just say he is playing.
That's tough.
He's playing the next
playing
game
with a fractured finger. I mean, You know,
I mean,
so it's
but then you got to think to everybody at this stage of the playoffs. Everybody got some kind of
Some type of nick or something.
injury. Yeah,
But I know the Bucks didn't have Giannis for 2 games, but still that series has been really good. Them games have been close, right? You know, well, I say that some of them have been blowout. The one that the Bucks won actually was a blowout. But you know, them games have been good. Jimmy's been great. So I would say Kings Warriors by a hair, Grizzlies Lakers, and then I would say probably the you know, but what about my guy Jalen Brunson? I know Walt don't want to hear it, but Jalen Brunson, man, I'm telling you, dude, this man
Bro,
is.
He been giving us the work. I can't even flex. Oh my god, bro! Like,
I've been trying to tell people, Julius Randle is not
Chicago's
the
finest. Just saying.
Jalen Brunson, you know, it's Randall's team for a couple more years. But as soon as
Wait, who
Knicks,
who did you say is whose team?
Jalen Brunson.
it's been Julius Randle's team for a few
Hell
years,
no. Hell no.
and they allowed him to, and they allowed Julius Randle to have it for one more year. But everyone knows, man, Jalen Brunson, when he wants to, he's going to take this team like magic.
No,
did
I
for
think
Kareem.
it's Jalen's team now.
Oh yeah, he said now.
But during the regular season, it was still Randle's team. I mean, it was Randle
Yes.
took most of the shots. As I'm saying, I think he's, you know, but when the game is on the line, man, Jalen Brunson's one of the best. I love watching this kid play.
Yeah. I don't even want to talk about that series, man. He been
Illinois
giving
is finest,
Jalen
baby.
Brunson,
this.
Jimmy Butler. I'm not even gonna talk about Jimmy because I'm sick of like the idiots who I gotta talk to who like, oh no, he ain't that guy. All right.
Yeah, if you want a Butler believer by now, I don't know what to
He
tell
has
you.
perfected resting in a way that Kawhi and Paul George and all them need to figure out because this man, he's like, oh, I'm not going to try to score 29 points a game. I'm going to score 20, 20, 25, 20, 20, 25. And then when playoff comes, now you're going to get Jimmy Butler. Now you're going to get 40. Now you can get 35. Now you're going to get 56. But, you know, and then, of course, I forget who my other guy was, but, you know, there's another. Jamal Murray, obviously, he's different in the playoffs, too.
Man, forget Jamal Murray. He messed up my bet the last game. I'm just playing. But no, he has been balling though, real talk. So I mean, yeah, this bucket. I mean, Jimmy, if you're not a Jimmy Butler fan by now, man, or at least just at least not watching. I don't know. You must not know basketball because that guy.
There's still people who think he's not a Hall of Famer. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not talking basketball with you.
I mean, he just his whole background. You know what I'm saying? We can go back into that, you know, from when he wasn't even playing in Chicago to pretty much make it a name for himself, and just to be where he's at now, man. I got nothing but respect for Jimmy for sure. And yeah, just going back to Brunson, man, boy. All I can say is, I ain't about to say that because that's gonna sound fucked up. So never mind. So I ain't gonna say that. No, hell no. You ain't about to give me. I'm cool. But anyways, he just been giving us the work, man. And it's just we really need to win tomorrow. Because we clearly gonna go home. But I'm hoping with us being at home, you know what I'm saying, that home crowd and you know our role players step up a little bit more, you know, we should at least win the second game. I don't know what it is about the Knicks though. We always have a tough time against the Knicks. So but yeah, Brunson. Yeah, I think he looking like the better move for the Knicks than, you know, Donovan right now. Because Donovan, he ain't been showing up these last 3 games, man. Averaging less than like 15 points, and they switched up the entire defense for him. So I will say shout out to Thibodeau for that.
I will say, like, he ain't no bums, but they still are 8 seed for a reason. And so 76ers, man, all they got to do is beat, and it's not going to be easy, but I'm saying you beat Boston. What, you know, you either Heat or the you know, Cavs or the Knicks. And no offense to any of those teams, but I'm just saying, like, those stars are starting to line up for the 76ers to, you know, to make it to the NBA Finals.
Oh yeah, especially if the Heat win the series, it's definitely gonna be the Sixers for sure.
No.
That Heat up 3-1, bro. I'm just saying, like,
Jimmy want to go at his old team though, but.
I'm just saying, if Giannis can pull off a 3-1, hey.
Yeah,
I think the only thing with that,
but
was to pull that off is gonna be fatigue. He's gonna be fatigued as hell because you got to think the way Miami's playing them, he's gonna have to play deep into the fourth quarter for the next 3 games for them to have any chance at winning.
Yeah, but no Tyler Hero and no Oladipo, like it really does shake things up. I mean, they're playing with a different roster. I don't think the Heat can keep this consistency for
One more game.
I was gonna say all you gotta do is win
No, I'm
one.
talking about the Bucks series. I'm talking about in a
Oh.
7-game series versus Philly. I don't think they can have this consistency.
Yeah.
You can come in and have a game like the Bucks without Giannis, where you go off. The Grizzlies without John Morant, they go crazy sometimes. But consistently, I just don't think you can do that without your core players. And I think the Heat are really going to miss Tyler Hero and Oladipo.
Yeah, man. Oladipo, man. That guy can't catch a break, man. I just, sending prayers his way, man, for a speedy recovery, man. This the way he went out in that game, man. It's just he can't catch a break, man. And I just hope everything's getting better for him, I should say. So,
Dylan Brooks got suspended for just the end of a game, and then now DeJounte Murray getting that series. That series is over. Like Boston, DeJounte wasn't like killing them, but at the same time, like they need DeJounte out there, and without him, that series is over. Not saying it wasn't already, but it's definitely over now. I think it's over in 5. If they pull this one off, kudos to Trey, man.
yeah, I was about to say it's looking kind of well. They only down 11 right now, so I mean it's not they could possibly still win the game. It's only third quarter, so I mean I don't know, but Boston they looking good at home right now. Yeah. So hey, we shall see. We shall see though.
A lot of suspensions, man. It's been crazy. You gotta know though, you can't touch.
Man, it's a lot. It seems like it's been a lot of groin hits in this playoffs too, man. Like it seems like a lot of motherfuckers been watching Draymond lately. What's going on?
Nut punch. Like, oh man, what you?
Yeah, this is
it ain't even kicking either. They
punching.
I don't know what's going on there.
All that. Like,
I was trying to defend. No, you was not.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Although, man, Celtics, I'm still. I know, like companies can fire you for almost anything. You know what I mean? Which is really weird because like sometimes you can get in big trouble firing someone. Sometimes you just fire people for anything. This whole their coach. Oh man, the coach who he just got hired on as the Celtics old coach.
Oh, Ime
Udoka. I'm still. I don't care, man. I'm not letting that situation go. Like these mans they just fired him for personal reasons. Like they because if it was a serious issue, then why should he be coaching? Another team. Why should he be back? So I don't think it was a serious issue. I think it was some personal stuff. And if you can just fire people for personal stuff now, like I'm assuming he might have got some payout. Like, I don't know, some walking away money or something, but I don't know, man. That situation's still fuzzy to me. I didn't like the way it went down.
Ooh, what a situation to go from Boston to thick old Texas, though. Whew. If he can't resist the women in Boston, how you gonna resist the women in Texas?
What you just call it?
Well, he in San Antonio, that's where he should have gone. Chuck says you can resist those ones.
Hell no, you can't resist them women in Houston.
Go look at the NBA. Go look at a list of the NBA champions.
No. You know what that bullshit, man.
Go look at a list of the NBA champions. I was just looking at this week. No one has won an NBA Finals from the West outside of Texas or California since 1979.
I mean, yeah, that's believable.
That's
between San Antonio and Los Angeles, because Los Angeles been running that shit for years.
The Lakers, the Warriors, the Rockets won 2, the Mavs won 1, the Spurs won a bunch. No one outside those two states has won one outside the West or in the West since 1979. The Seattle Supersonics were the last team outside Texas or California to win one out the West. That's crazy.
Yeah,
like, talk about big market. NBA, people think, oh, the NBA is more diverse now. Yeah, you got some teams like the Bucks who win one here and there, but it ain't diverse, man. It's California, Texas, Miami. You got the big market still dominating.
Oh yeah, Mr. Brooks. Next time you want to call out LeBron, make sure you're available for an interview, sir.
You're not even in Cleveland no more.
Appreciate it. Don't be running from all that smack talking.
He's a Laker.
Back that shit up, man.
He's a Laker. No, but for real though, yeah, Dylan Brooks, yeah, just
shut your ass up. That's what you got to do. Shut up.
What they say, let that sleeping dog lie. Yeah, you do that.
Shut your
Because
ass.
he writing checks that Ja got to cash, Desmond Bain got to cash,
Yep.
Jerry Jackson Jr. got to cash. They like, bro, stop talking.
Hey, Lakers taking it home tomorrow. I should say.
I thought you was making a prediction. Boy, I'm about to say
I am making a prediction. I'm saying the Lakers is taking it now.
I thought you meant like a championship.
I'm gonna have to see who they play next round. It would be Denver, right?
No, Warriors.
Warriors.
No. Well, the lower seed will play the highest seed, so it may.
No, it's just like an NCAA bracket. You just play the next team.
So it'd be the Warriors. I feel like the Lakers could possibly get it done.
I wish they'd go to the WNBA has that bracket where I believe where you play the worst team still plays the best team. So like if you the 8th seed and you beat the 1, you then got to go beat the 2. You don't get to play the 4 or the 5. Like you got to go beat the 2. I like that. I think if you're the worst, you should have the push for you. But the NBA still got that old school bracket.
Well, either way, I still like the Lakers. I think I can see them making it at least to the Western Conference Finals. I'll say that. I'll say that. We can put some dew on it. But no. Anyway,
hey man, but Jimmy Butler, the most humble man I've seen play ball, man. Like I'm not kidding, man. This man had like 53, and he's still just running down the court. Like he ain't give himself no names like playoff J or nothing like that, playoff P or whatever. I mean, this man, he just out there hooping. Like I love watching Jimmy still, man.
I thought Jimmy the one that called himself playoff Jimmy.
No, that was George. He called himself playoff P.
Either way, he already got a nickname, so he don't need one. So
I know what I'm saying. You watch him play, man. He ain't doing all that crazy stuff. He just out there hooping, man.
You just told him this my shit. What are you talking?
He did though. Hey, I don't know how humble that is.
Hey, what game was he watching?
He on the court. He ain't doing all them antics, and I like all the antics too. I do.
After he hit the shot, he was like, "This much." Like, bro, what?
I saw that. That's true. But I'm saying like that was a big shot too, though. But I'm just saying
it was
like,
very much so.
I like both. I like the Torrey Holtz and I like the Chad Johnsons. You know what I mean? I like the quiet guys who just go out there and do the work, and I like the guys who Pat Bevs who go grab a camera and show the ref. I love that too. But yeah, man, Jimmy. I'm a big fan of Jimmy. And just watching him play, man, it's great. It's just been good. But anyway,
playoffs bring out the emotions in everybody. Even the way LeBron celebrated after he got that and one, I was like,
that was personal though, because if you think about it,
it was on Brooks.
That too, and he went left, and Dylan Brooks said, "Oh, all you got to do is force him left." He went left on your bum ass and hit the layup and won. I need it. Send it to OT. And I got the dub.
Shannon Sharp go crazy when LeBron hit that.
Uncle Shannon was going crazy. I was loving it.
LeBron hit that game ender, but it was after the buzzer. That was a pretty crazy shot too.
Just imagine 1 point, like a 1 point second or whatever, man. That was
imagine how Turner would have been though in the arena if that would have counted.
Crazy.
You ain't got to do no.
All that to say. Several guys have broken fingers, broken hands. Giannis hurt his back, and still none of them were on the ground as long as LeBron when he got just tapped.
Here you go with this bullshit, man.
I'm just saying, man.
You said tapped. Let Dylan Brooks hit you in the growing area and see how long you be down.
I can promise you, I ain't gonna be holding my face, going like,
bruh. I know you got hit in the groin before, bro. If you get hit no matter where you get hit in the groin, you gonna be down for a good 5 minutes, bro. Like for real.
I got you, but I'm just saying this man looked like he was dying out there. That's all I'm saying.
We got hit in the nut. Would be too.
Like Steve Adams got hit harder than that, and he didn't.
All right. So look, hey, Walt. So the next time we do pickup, if he get hit in the nuts, we're gonna be like, John, get up. It don't hurt that bad.
Hey, I'll tell you this real quick. I got kicked out of a tournament one time because of that. I went to a private Christian school. I didn't attend the school, but I played for them.
Nope. Walt, take us out.
No, hang on.
I want to hear this.
And it was traveling, and we were playing we were on the road, and some kid racked me, and not on purpose though, like Dylan Brooks, just on accident. And I grabbed my nuts, and they were like, hey man, hey stop. Like the refs like telling me to stop, and I looked at him, I said, bro, I got hit nuts, and they suspended me from the game for yelling nuts because they said there were like women and children there and stuff. And I'm like, bro was trying to make me get up. Like, I'm like, I ain't getting up. Like, I wasn't rolling around the floor like LeBron, but I wasn't going to get up either. And like, I got suspended I got kicked out of the tournament. So that was when I was
about. Them Christian leagues don't play about that cursing. You know what I'm saying?
He knew that, and he cursed anyway.
I couldn't say nuts.
I said you in a Christian league. Why would you even cuss? The only thing you can say is darn. Or shiitake.
The Bible.
All you can say is "gosh darn it," and that's
the Bible uses the word stones. It says, "He that is wounded in the stones." That's the same thing. I can't say nuts.
You didn't say stones. You say he hit me in the dick.
No,
I said nuts. I said nuts.
But still,
and I got kicked
what
out
they heard
for saying nuts.
The D word.
No, I heard nuts, and
we gotta get this. We gotta get this devil out of here. Like,
you would have thought I threw a basketball at the ref or something. Anyways, you would have thought I was Dante Murray just touching up them refs.
Okay. Time out. That's a technical foul. All right.
Out of here.
All right. We appreciate y'all joining us here tonight on Real Deal Sports, man. Make sure y'all keep liking, sharing, subscribing. Keep on going along this journey with us. I think we have 114 right now. Only got one more, but hey, we over 100. That's all I care about. You feel me? Let's keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe. It's your boy Big Bart, my boy Nico Suave, looking suave in the mofo. My boy John, hardest working man in the show business. Hey, we up out of here. We love y'all. Throw it them weeks.
Yeah.
Till next